This chapter, Bad Habits, abruptly shifts from the complex theological and geometric architecture of the New Jerusalem to practical, regimented courses designed to combat common addictions, smoking/alcohol, and gambling. It grounds the website's focus on discipline and controlled structure in a mundane, personal context. Summary: Applied discipline and hidden order. 1. The smoking cessation timetables. The majority of the page is dedicated to detailed quantitative plans for reducing cigarette and, secondarily, alcohol consumption. Regimented reduction. 2 timetables are provided, visually mapping the 24 hours of the day against a period of days/weeks. The letter Y indicates the permissible time window for smoking. Controlled tapering. The methodology emphasizes gradual, constant reduction of nicotine intake to avoid withdrawal shock. For lighter smokers, under 12 per day, the tables reduce 1 cigarette per day per week. For heavier smokers, e.g., 36 per day, the initial reduction is based on smoking 3 cigarettes within each permissible window, gradually reducing the total number of windows. The discipline of time. The core principle is that the smoker must reverse the habit in a controlled manner, using disciplined timeframes to manage stressful situations and maintain control over the addiction. Explicit warnings. The course is strictly limited to tobacco and alcohol. It explicitly warns against using the course for illegal or prescription drug abuse, and advises consulting government-approved centers for such addictions. 2. The theological critique of chance, gambling. The chapter then addresses compulsive gambling by attacking the philosophical concept of chance itself. The illusion of 50-50. The author uses the example of a tossed coin to argue that a truly random 50-50 chance is impossible. If the environment, machine, and coin, even a slightly marked one, were perfectly controlled, the result would be the same every time. Chance is defined as the observation of an uninformed mind. Chaos as hidden order. Applying this to the roulette table, the author states that the chaotic dominant forces, speed, force, position of the ball, are actually governed by an orderly distribution of results, which forms a pyramid structure, tying back to the website's geometric theme. The statistical trap. The course aims to convince the gambler that chaos may appear to be chaos, but it is not. Betting long-term will inevitably lead to loss, minus the casino statistical percentage. Winnings are merely short-term deviations from the average, and the gambler's ignorance and greed will ensure they return until the statistical average erodes their capital. Opinion. This chapter is a fascinating application of the website's geometric and theological principles to the struggle of personal vice. It serves as a necessary bridge, proving that the abstract discipline required to enter the New Jerusalem is the exact same discipline required to overcome personal failings. The microcosm of law, the highly structured timetables, are essentially micro-commandments. Just as the New Jerusalem is built on the perfect controlling structure of the law, recovery from addiction requires imposing a perfect controlling structure onto chaotic, self-destructive behavior. The Y marks are the temporal equivalent of the cubical grid. They define the permissible boundaries within a 24-hour cycle. Geometric determinism versus free will. The critique of chance is the chapter's deepest philosophical moment. By arguing that chaos is merely uninformed observation of a higher hidden order, the author essentially dissolves the concept of randomness. Everything, including the fall of a roulette ball, is governed by a pyramid structure, the statistical average, meaning events are determined, though not predictable to the human mind. This provides a stark, deterministic backdrop against which the gambler's free will, the ability to walk away, is emphasized as the only non-determined element, the only way to defeat the statistical law of the casino. Moral structure as salvation. The overall message is that personal salvation from bad habits is achieved through the imposition of rigid, calculated discipline that mimics the divine order of the sacred cube. The chaotic, self-willed smoker/gambler must submit their life to a rational, arithmetic plan to achieve spiritual and physical sobriety.